Alright, so this might look familiar to you from the ILA 6, the Architecture's Guide to Level Design article, where he breaks down how he was creating bubble diagrams, and this is directly from that. So just, from the overall article, the process that you should take away from that is, drawing out a few of these diagrams. See if you can start to generally see the layout of that level, right? Draw them a few, make them quick, make them fast, draw out a bunch of different variations. Then adjust the size of them, making some bigger and smaller, focusing on the overall relative size of the spaces. And then finally, this is what we're going to be getting into with the map itself. This isn't required for your bubble diagram, but then finally start to see if you can visualize what the level will look like and if you can actually start to put everything together. So definitely for this assignment and this activity, it's important that you communicate your ideas to others, right? So I can read through your diagram, your instructor can read through, other people can read through and get a sense of what the level is all about. But also make sure you understand it as well, and it's something you're excited about and that you want to build, right? Keep in mind, this is everything we're going to be creating coming up in the next few courses. Okay, so once you have your bubble diagram actually built, and even if you don't, this is still a great video to watch and understand, is actually starting to convert your bubble diagram into a map, right? So here's that same bubble diagram we looked at in the previous slides, and now here is that same map starting to be created and built and turned into an actual map, right, from the top-down perspective. So think of your map as if you're making it in a building. If you're looking at it, right, it's from the top down, bird's eye view. It's like you're in the building and you cut the roof off and you're looking at it straight down, right? We want to use this map as a blueprint, actually using this to build right inside of Unity. So here you can see we've got the factory entry, we've got the hallway, here's puzzle room 1. Now over in the map, we can just break it down bubble by bubble, thinking, what does that look like? All right, so there is that factory entry broken down. Looks like we've got a collectible off to the left. Here's that hallway. All right, so break down where that hallway is, and just like in the bubble diagram, looks like we have the lock showing we can see the sandstorm. Here's a little spot right there where the player can get hurt by the sandstorm if they walk in there. Puzzle room 1, what does that look like? Now we can actually break down and place those platforms and include what that puzzle looks like, right? We have some physics objects over there. We throw them at the crate suspended from the ceiling and jump across. And now you can just go area by area and convert what that looks like into reality, right? Into the actual map. And then here is just another pass at it as you're refining it. So you'll be able to bring your map or even bring your bubble diagram right into Unity and run around on it and test it. And then you can make some improvements, right? So at first it looked like this little main warehouse area. Just a few examples, the differences. This main warehouse area was big and empty, right? So you'd walk in here and the player was just walking through this main section. And we wanted to give the player something to do, right? That 10-second rule, making sure there's some interaction happening. So now over here in the final, there's this broken piece of the catwalk. You have to jump up here, then jump across the gap, get a breadcrumb, and then drop down on the other side. So we were able to easily fill this in with sand, and add in that catwalk. So these are going to be in upcoming assignments. Know that for the bubble diagram activity, you're just making the image on the left, you're just making the bubble diagram, but you can see how important it is to have that bubble diagram as a starting point to then start converting each bubble into a 3D space.